Welcome to Mr. Brandt's 5th grade everyday math review. This video is going to be reviewing lesson 3.4, which was learning about fractions on a number line. I've got two number lines here, both going from 1 to 2, or excuse me, from 0 to 2. And the first one that we're going to divide this one into thirds. So I'm going to try to be careful about making this as accurate as I can. So I've got it divided into thirds, and the directions ask you to label the tick marks with the fraction. So we've got 1/3 here. This is 2/3. 1, which is the same as 3/3. Then we've got 4/3 and 5/3. And then 2 would be the same as 6/3 if we did that. The second number line, we're going to divide this one into sixths. And I'm going to use my thirds to start with to help me. I'm going to try to line this up as best as I can. And then from there, I'm going to divide each of these smaller sections, these 1/3 sections, in half. And we'll label those. So we've got 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. 1 is the same as 6/6, 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, 11, and 12. You'll hear me say this a lot. Fractions are division problems. If we notice these two, 6 divided by 3 is 2. 12 divided by 6 is 2. We can even do these. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 6 divided by 6 is 1. The next part of the homework is going to ask you to determine which fraction or mixed number is the greatest one. And we're going to use our number lines to help us with that. So the first one is 2/3 or 5/6. Which one's bigger or greater, 2/3 or 5/6? Should put a question mark there. So here we've got 2/3, and if we follow 2/3 down, you can see 2/3 is the same as 4/6. Is the same as 4/6. 5/6 is bigger than 4/6. So if 2/3 and 4/6 are the same amount, that means 5/6 is going to be the greatest one. Okay, here's our second set of numbers. We have 1 4/6 and 4/3. Now 1 4/6 isn't written on the sixth part, but we can figure that out by going to our whole number 1 and counting over 4/6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know if you can see that X very well. Make it darker. So 1 4/6 is the same as 10/6. 1 4/6 is the same as 10/6. 4/3 is here on the number line. And since 4/3 is the same as 8/6, 10/6 or 1 4/6 is greater than 8/6. So 1 4/6 is our bigger number, our bigger fraction. Moving on from determining which is greater, we're going to rename this fraction, this improper fraction, you might call it, as a mixed number. So to do that, first let's find 5/3, and 5/3 on the number line is right here. So here is 5/3, and here, from there, we're going to find the smaller whole number, and it's 1. So the whole number is 1. From 1, we can go out 1/3, and then this is another third. I didn't leave myself much room to write there. So 1/3 and 1/3 is 2/3. So 1 5/3 is the same as 2/3. The last section of the upper part is asking us to rename the mixed numbers as a fraction. And we've got 1 3/6 here. Since it's a mixed number, we're going to go to the whole number of 1 on our sixth line and sixth number line. And we're going to go out 3 more 6. So we've got 1 6, 2 6, 3 6, and 3 6, or excuse me, 1 3/6 then is the same as 9/6. Now, as we go on throughout the year, you're going to learn some different strategies for figuring out mixed numbers to fractions or improper fractions. If you have some other strategies you can use, you're welcome to do that. But the number line is always a great way to help you figure out or going back and forth between fractions and mixed numbers. Okay, finishing up here with some practice. We're going to do two examples. And the first example that we're going to do is, let's go with 3 times 10 to the third. And just as a reminder, 10 to the third is the same as 10 times 10 times 10. And 10 times 10 times 10 is the same as 1,000. And remember, so we've got our exponent of 3, we've got our 3 zeros here, and our 3 zeros here. So that's a good way of remembering that. So 3 times 10 to the third, or 3 times 1,000, is 3,000. Now they're asking you to go taking a number and turning it into exponential notation. So here we wrote it in standard notation, just as a regular number. For this problem, we're going to take a number. Let's do 500, and we're going to turn that into exponential notation. So we know that 500 is the same as 5 times 100, and 100 we know is 10 times 10, and 10 times 10 can be written as 10 to the second. So for exponential notation is 5 times 100, or 500 is 5 times 100. We could write that as 5 times 10 to the second. Hope this video helped you out today, and enjoy the rest of your day.